Hey, good morning, everyone. Friday, the 21st of August. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing. So, looking at this synoptic here, we can see sort of slightly frontal weather from yesterday moving away. Got a lot of troughs in its wake. However, this area of high pressure that we can see here is very much working its way in to become the dominant feature, although down to the immediate south of it. But that's it appears to be getting held off by this high at the moment. A little bit unsettled still today. Some troughs up to the north, pardon, an illusion up to the north, and one or two troughs still dotted about our area. But as the high pressure works its way further and further in, it will continue to stabilise the weather. We can see here relatively slack isobars, but you can still expect a fairly moderate northerly flow today. Looking at the sat pic here, you can see quite a large area of the country obscured by cloud, quite a lot to the north and then out into Wales, and some just immediately north in our area here. Although that is expected to become a little bit more breaking than cumulus and then developing further from there. Rain radar. See showers dotted about, particularly in those areas of cloud, and really in that patch above us. It's running the Met Office prediction through for rain. So a lot of shower activity in the channel where those troughs are expected. If we run it through, we see a few showers to the south there, generally dissipating, really Wales getting the bulk of it, and a bit of Lincolnshire there. But really, as close as it's getting is probably over the side of Salisbury Plain during the flying day. Potential for a touch more in the evening, but if anything, very, very light and small isolated showers. So no great concern there. Okay, the Odium observation was quickly refresh that. So they're giving us 3 to 0 degrees, 3 knots, 10 kilometer visibility, and few clouds at 800 feet, scattered at 8,000 feet. A 2-degree split and a pressure of 1012. Farnborough, their TAF is out there showing 350 degrees, 7 knots, 10 kilometer visibility, few clouds at 2,000 feet, scattered at 4,000 feet, and a prob 30 of light showers and poor visibility this morning, and prob 30 of once again some moderate showers and even worse visibility throughout the day. I think that's fairly unlikely, but there is a possibility. So the method is showing northerly winds to the south of us, about 10 knots at flying height, to the north of us, northeasterly, around 5 knots at flying height there. So just supporting that northerly flow that we could determine from the synoptic. Windy here, showing quite variation throughout the day, starting northeasterly, stabilizing in northerly, and then going back this afternoon a little bit more northeasterly. So it's quite a tricky one. It may involve just choosing the best of a bad bunch in terms of runways. Met Office just supporting that there with a northeast flow to begin with, stabilizing in northerly before potentially showing northeasterly again later in the day. Only around 6 knots, but gusts up towards 15. Seeing a reducing humidity throughout the day and a UV of high. So still worth noting, but quite a lot of cloud cover out there today, which will help stabilize the temperatures. GS there showing about 20 degrees in the warmest part of the day. Obviously feeling a bit cooler with that northerly breeze, and a dew point of 5. Presently we're at 12.6 with a dew point of 10.1. And that's a view on the south side looking to the west. So there's that view at 800 feet that we were seeing the Odium METAR. Nothing particularly significant, as we can see. Just refresh that to now, and you can see not a huge amount. If this tends to fill in, we'll have to wait for it to move up. But I think this is going to be as blue as it will be today before it develops further. SkySight supporting that sort of theory there, showing cumulus, at least multi-cumulus from about midday. slightly earlier onwards, and then actually developing quite significantly with some mid-level cloud from 6 to 8,000 feet, and that will obscure quite a lot of sunlight, but it does suggest that it will remain soarable into the evening. Left-hand side potential flight distance, that sort of tells much the same story, really. Okay to the north, reducing out to the west, where some of those showers could be seen on the prediction. Top SEO, their thermal prediction chart. So this is from 11 o'clock onwards. See blue starting to cloud up till the down just about where we are. And then that sort of obscures, and you see this sort of congregation here of cloud. Still supposedly soarable up to about 5.5, 6,000 feet before then closing off with potential for some CBs from about 6 or 7 p.m. this evening. No TAMs, nothing of any great significance with that forecast. So we move to low-wings. Just the one K21 on booked instruction today. A K13 on trial lessons, another K21 for the catalyst, and of course one on a 5-day course. There is still plenty of single teacher availability, and we do unusually have a casualist instructor with its any students. So if anyone wants to come and make use of that, that will be the case this morning. So that would be very. So we're not expecting any movements at this time. In summary, we've got high pressure out to the west with a few weak troughs nearby. But some showers and cumulus, and the amount of cumulus increasing into the afternoon, and a moderate northerly flow, sometimes in north-northeasterly. Given the north-northeasterly bias, we'll operate initially certainly runway 09 with kills on the south side. And as always, do not land or taxi across the disused runways shown in red. The other airfield setup, inching south of the main runway here, turning on the hard. Self-launch is queuing towards the 09 threshold and calling up when ready to taxi. That's all for you this morning. I'll see you out there. Thank you.